Now to growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's what we know. A Washington state resident fell ill after returning from Wuhan, China, where the outbreak began. Officials now say more than 400 people have been sickened and 9 people have died.
Hi, I'm Aiden Bennett.
My name is Daniel Owens.
I am Lexi Suda.
My name is Zachary McGuire.
My name is Matthew Graber.
My name is Madeline Snyder. I'm 18 and I go to Butler University in Indianapolis, Indiana. But right now I am home in Valparaiso, Indiana. And as of today, which is March 21st, my county, which is Porter County, is the only one near us that does not have a confirmed case of coronavirus.
I want to emphasize that this is a serious health situation in China, but I want to emphasize that the risk to the American public currently is low.
We have not been, you raise a question of tests, and I've heard from you and others that this has been an area where we have not exactly excelled compared with other countries. We don't have the number of tests in a country of 330 million that we probably optimally should.
So me and my family, which is my twin sister and my parents, are self-isolating to help slow the spread of it.
I am in isolation for COVID-19.
I'm in isolation.
I am in isolation.
I have been in isolation.
I am currently in isolation.
We go out to go to the grocery store and my parents have to go to work. But my dad is immunocompromised, so that is something that we're keeping an eye on. So we will see what happens. Okay, so it is Sunday, March 22nd. Today I spent some time watching a show I showed my mom and my sister that they're now obsessed with. And I've been playing Animal Crossing all day because that came out at a convenient time right before this started, so I don't know, that's really just how I'm occupying my time. Me and my sister ran to the store to get some stuff we needed, which is why I got ready, because I haven't worn makeup in like a week, so I figured I might as well, just so I don't feel gross. But yeah, so tomorrow starts the first full week of online classes. It's going like okay, but that's kind of stressful because I can't like just, I don't know, I'm better at learning in person, so this is just kind of rough, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Aiden Bennett. I'm 19. I live in Valparaiso, Indiana. Right now we're not under like state of village or anything, but we probably will be soon. Right now we just have like closed restaurants, and we're limiting people into stores and all that happy stuff. I am in isolation. I'd really rather not be, but it's best given how quickly it spreads. COVID-19 does. I've been in isolation since I got back from college. That was last Sunday, I believe, so 5 or 6 days. It is a choice, but I'm not happy about it. If it wasn't serious, like West Virginia has no cases. If I was in West Virginia, I'd probably be ignoring it, but it's in every county around me. It was pretty close to my college, so it's really best that I do so, and so I'm being in isolation. My entire family's in isolation too. they're all okay. Nobody's taking it like the end of the world. I mean, we're staying clean, bought a lot of hand sanitizer, nothing too crazy, just enough to keep safe. My dad bought masks to go outside if we want or need. I mean, we're all kind of in the same boat where it's not like you can't be stupid with it, but we're not also like freaking out about it. To occupy my time, I've been listening to a lot of music, playing some video games, pretty simple stuff. There's really not much for me to do like at my house. Like I like to hang out with friends a lot, and obviously that's not a thing that's going to be happening anytime soon. I realized COVID-19 was going to be a problem when it spread as quickly as it did, especially, and then you saw like in Italy with the really rising death tolls. As far as how big of a problem it is, I think if it goes unchecked, then it's going to be a major issue. I think part of why we're all freaking out is because we don't know how to treat it yet, but I think once we get that covered, then it's going to be a whole lot less serious. Nobody that I really know is like high risk. I have a couple of friends and family members that smoke like cigarettes, so I know they're at a greater risk, but other than that, none of us are seriously like too concerned about it. Did it interfere with anything that I have going on? Yes. It actually interfered with a lot of school. I have a lot of classes that I don't know how I'm going to be able to take them online, so like labs aren't meant to be online, so I'm going to have to basically teach myself organic chem. That's going to be tough. I was really looking forward to like Greek life on my campus, because for us it's still a really big thing. So like all the seniors, I'm not going to be able to see them again. That really sucks. They don't have a formal like we had some like brotherhood events that we don't get to do anymore. That's really tough. As for last thoughts, I mean, I just hope it's over soon. I want to go back to daily life, and I miss being a college student. So, yeah.
Okay, I almost forgot to record today, but it was kind of an interesting day. Our governor here in Indiana announced that he announced a stay-at-home order, so we're only allowed to leave for essential trips like the grocery store, work, and doctor's visits, stuff like that. So my dad's still going to work, but my mom, who works at Valparaiso University, doesn't really know what's going on, because the university just announced that non-essential workers aren't coming in anymore, and she is custodial staff, so she's considered essential, but she works in the ARC, which is like the athletics part of Valparaiso University, so they might move her somewhere else, but she might also just get laid off for the rest of this, so we're not really sure what's happening there yet. We won't know until tomorrow. But other than that, nothing really notable happened today. I finished my homework for today and some for tomorrow. I played Animal Crossing with my sister. I watched some shows with my sister, her boyfriend, and my mom. And that's really about it. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, I guess. So I almost just fell asleep before making my video, but my mom's not home from work yet, so we don't know what her situation with work is yet, but I will know tomorrow. My dad's still going to work. The stay-at-home order went into effect today, and people don't seem too happy about it, but like it's really for the best, so more people don't get infected, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I did remember the last time I did go out, I was driving, and you've heard a lot about like monkeys taking over certain cities, or like dolphins going into the canals in Italy or whatever. But so my city has been overtaken by birds. Yeah, they just like land in the street like more often than normal, and like it seems like they've gotten used to cars not being out so much, because they'll just like fly right through the streets, and it's really weird. But yeah, there's a fun fact for today. We'll see what happens in the next few days or so with that stay-at-home order. Okay, so today was the first full day of the stay-at-home order in Indiana. I did have to leave to go get some stuff for my art classes though, because I didn't have what I needed here. But after this will be the last time I'm going out for a long time. And I spent almost $70 on art supplies, so that was very unfortunate. But I don't have access to a studio, so I kind of had to. I was kind of surprised at how many people were out today, considering that the stay-at-home order is in place, and they were talking about putting people under arrest if they weren't to follow it. But I don't know how they're like enforcing that or anything, and I feel like most people don't know either, so that might have contributed to that, because it was nice out today too, so people, I don't know if people were just driving around or what, but that was going on. I did mention yesterday that my mom might get laid off of work during this, because they didn't need as much staff, and that did happen. But as far as my sister told me, she's still getting paid something during this. I don't know what she's getting paid or what, but that's at least something. My dad is still working, but he is off for a few days now, so we will all be in the house at the same time. So that should be fun to figure out, because we haven't all had to coexist together in a while. But that'll probably be something I'm updating you guys on in the coming days, so we will see how that goes. But yeah. And in case anybody's wondering what $70 worth of art supplies is, I got a sketchbook, a book full of artboards, some palette knives, 2 canvases, 2 paintbrushes, some markers, and some paint. And that's with a lot of this being on sale, actually. Like, the sketchbooks were buy one, get one free, so I got this one, and then I paid for this one. But that one was free, and then the canvas was on sale, and so I still paid $70. Oh, and the markers were on sale, so in case you're wondering what it's like to be an artist or an art student, there you go. Real expensive. I was testing some stuff out today too. That's what I spent a lot of my time doing today. So that's with the oil pastels. I already had those. That's what these 2 are with. And then I tested out some markers that I already had. And then that's with my Prismacolors that I already had mixed with some of the markers I got. Then I tested, which one is it? I tested the markers on that one, the new ones that I got. But yeah. Check in on your fellow art and music and theater kids, because they're not doing good.
My name is Zachary McGuire. I'm 19 years old, and I'm currently in Los Angeles, California. The current status, the current policies that have been placed on LA is we're currently technically on lockdown, which means we're only allowed to come outside for the essentials. So that includes food, work, if you work at a restaurant. A lot of restaurants have closed down already, but the restaurants that have stayed open are only allowed to do takeout. You're not allowed to go in there and dine in or anything like that. So for me personally, I'm currently in isolation. So I'm kind of sticking to my house mainly. I'm not really going outside unless, of course, for food. My family members are pretty much doing the same. So are my friends. They're kind of staying home. The only time they go outside is if they got to go to work or if they're going to go grocery shopping. And how I feel about it, how I feel about being in isolation is, one, I'm so very bored. I haven't been able to go on hikes, which is what I usually do. And I haven't been able to really do anything that I normally do because a lot of the stuff I do is outside the house. I currently have a YouTube channel, and usually I have a lot of videos planned for my YouTube channel that I haven't been able to do because of isolation and quarantine. And so yeah, in terms of being quarantined, and that meaning like if you're sick, you're in quarantine. Nobody is in quarantine. We call it quarantine, but it's not really. We're just in isolation right now. But yeah, it sucks. And God, I really need something to do. So really the main things I'm doing to occupy my time are probably, I'm watching a lot of YouTube, a lot of Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. I've been trying to make videos, but it's really hard constricting your location to my house. So yeah, it's been rough trying to find some things to do. Luckily I have roommates that I can hang out with inside the house, and we just kind of chill out, talk, have a good time. I do have some friends that are at high risk. I have some friends that have asthma and like respiratory problems, and so if they get it, it's gonna be very, very bad for them. I have grandparents that are very susceptible to the disease, and so I'm really worried about them. I'm hoping they're taking the right precautions to protect themselves. But yeah, I'm very worried about some of my other friends and family, just because if they get it, it'll be very bad. So another reason why I think it's a big deal is because it's affecting our economy really bad, and again, it's caused people to lose their jobs. Like for example, me, I pretty much lost my job. I'm technically still employed, but I'm just not getting any shifts at all. I work for a contracting company that does like dishwashing, and it's like culinary stuff, like servers, cooks, all that stuff. And they're big, like a lot of their contracts come from UCLA or like big events that are going on. But now schools are closed and we can't have big events. I have been getting no shifts. So luckily I've been doing some stuff to get money, like freelance stuff, like online, like graphic designing and stuff like that. I've been doing a lot of that. But yeah, in terms of like other jobs and stuff, it's really rough for everybody, and the economy is going down very much. We're at the point where it's pretty much a recession, and so yeah, that's it. This thing is a very big deal, whether or not people think the disease itself is really big. It is a big deal for everybody.
Okay, so today was just kind of a lot. I had a lot of homework I had to do, which was stressful. A lot of writing and stuff. I found out that there is a confirmed case of coronavirus in my city, so that's a lot. Today just in general has been kind of stressful. I'm like, I don't know, I need to talk to people to stay sane, and I haven't been doing a lot of that, so that's been a little rough. And then I guess it's kind of dumb, but I'm the only vegetarian in my house, and before it got too bad, we went out and got stuff that I specifically could eat, and everybody was aware that it was bought because it was the kind of thing that I specifically could eat as a vegetarian. But my dad keeps eating the things that were specifically bought for me so that I wouldn't starve, and I only have so much food here. So I would really like to avoid going out, considering there's a confirmed case in my city, because I don't want anything to happen to my dad. But I also don't want to starve, so I don't know. It's just a lot.
I am Lexi Sita. I'm 17, and today is March 27th, 2020. I am in isolation because I believe in staying inside to pose less of a risk to those around me, and so that I am not around those people that aren't isolating. I have been in isolation since March 16th. None of my family members besides me are completely self-isolating, as they all have essential jobs, but most of my friends are. I feel like there's not much more my family can do because working from home isn't really an option, and they do utilize masks because my parents both work in healthcare, so they do the most that they really can. And so I'm managing schoolwork right now to try to stay busy and trying to get more practice time on my instrument. I realized how big of a problem COVID-19 was right when I started isolating, because I'd never previously seen it as something that would grow to the magnitude that it has and change the amount that it has. I didn't think that schools would be out even, and here we are, but it is a pretty big deal because of how contagious it is and its effects on the immunocompromised, the elderly, and even some younger folks who are completely healthy, which is like really concerning because that wasn't previously seen as anything that was concerning. My dad is high risk because he has a weakened immune system right now, but the rest of my family is not. And the virus did interfere with my plans to go on tour again this summer with my camp, and the rest of my senior school year is pretty up in the air as to whether or not we are going back. And while I understand the magnitude of the problem, it's, pretty upsetting, a lot of milestones and stuff like that.
Not paid during the freeze, or would it still be owed after the freeze was lifted?
I would.
So, today was pretty good, actually. At the beginning, it was kind of stressful, just kind of run over from yesterday, I guess. But it got better as it went on, I think. I don't know, I just kind of got to relax a little bit today. I didn't have too much work to do. My sister went out to the store and she got me food while she was there because she knows about the whole thing with my dad eating my food. And she made sure to get stuff that he wouldn't want to eat, so that was nice. So one thing that we got to do, that was nice, well, when me and my sister were younger, we would sit in our living room with our mom, and we would watch whatever show we were into at the time, or we'd watch a movie or something while we ate dinner, and usually that dinner would be frozen Tombstone pizzas, and we would put all our own stuff on it, and we haven't done that in a while. But we got out the Tombstone pizzas, and we watched a movie. And so it was kind of nice to just be able to do something that we haven't done in a while. I don't know, it kind of made me feel a little better about what's going on. So, that was nice. Hopefully we can have more days like that coming up. But yeah, we'll see.
My name is Daniel Owens. I am 19 in the state of Indiana. Currently, we are under a shelter-in-place command. I am in isolation for about 2 weeks now. Not only does my family take the coronavirus and the spread of it and social distancing pretty seriously, but we also have an immunocompromised member in my household, so we're being pretty careful about it. During the outbreak, I've watched a lot of South Park. I've been trying to stay pretty healthy, working out every day. I've been canceling that out by eating a lot. It's entertainment, I guess. I guess I realized that COVID-19 was a problem probably about 2 weeks ago when I started going into isolation. I know for a while I was just making a lot of jokes about it and going about my day as it would. But then the first time my friends were kind of like, I don't think we can hang out for a while. And then orders from the state started coming in, and then my college canceled. So yeah, things became pretty serious pretty fast. And so, as I kind of mentioned there, the biggest thing that's been impacted for me is that my college is online for the rest of the semester, which has been interesting, to say the least. But overall, I think I'm managing it pretty well, better than some of my friends I've been talking to. There's a lot of people who are really struggling with it right now. So, yeah, I'm kind of just living the life. Be weird times, my man.
So today was a good day, I guess. I mean, as good as it can be for what's going on. Me and my sister got carry out from a Mexican place that we go to a lot when everything's normal. But so we got carry out there since you can't like eat in restaurants right now. And they had a vegetarian burrito, which was really nice. I didn't think they'd have anything vegetarian, but that was cool. And so the rest of the day today, I took my dog Jack for a walk, and I got the mail. We walked around a couple times. I tried to like leash train him a little bit because he likes to tug, but he's a small dog, so it doesn't really do anything. So it was nice to kind of just get outside for a little bit. But yeah, other than that, I didn't really do much today. Tomorrow I'll probably work on some school stuff, but we'll see. Okay, so today was a lot of working on school stuff. I had a lot thrown at me in my art history class, which I emailed him about because my internet kept going out because of a windstorm that's been going on all day. And my professor extended the deadline for me, so that was nice. But yeah, that's still kind of gonna be a struggle to get done. So my plan is to stay up as long as I can tonight to finish as much schoolwork as I can for this next week, so that I don't have to worry so much. I'm not gonna like do a bad job at it. I'm gonna do my best for the schoolwork. I'm just gonna like turn in some mediocre stuff. I'm just gonna do what I can, but yeah, I've had a Red Bull, a V8 Energy, and a cup of coffee, so I'm probably not gonna sleep for a while. So that's how my night's gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna include a video of that, but the windstorm was kind of freaking me out a little bit because it was very strong and we have a lot of trees by us where I live, so I was kind of worried that one of those was gonna fall down or a big branch was gonna come down because that happens a lot around here. And then, I don't know, there's like a power line outside my window that I'm not really sure if it was there before. I know the power line was there, just not as close as it is right now, so let's hope it was there the whole time. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like more stuff just keeps getting added on to my plate, and more things keep happening that stress me out. So I'm hoping that doesn't continue to be a problem, but we'll see. So. So today was a lot of working again. Kind of just chipping away at the big thing for my art history class. I don't know, other than that, I ate dinner with my family. Me and my sister made brownies, that was fun, and then we watched a show together. I also found out, though, that they found 2 cases of coronavirus at ArcelorMittal in 2 different, like, areas of it. Like, they have, like, different places that ArcelorMittal works. And so my dad's in East Chicago, but they found cases at Burns Harbor, and they found it at Indiana Harbor. I'm not exactly sure where that is. But, so I know it's not, like, his section, but it's still getting closer, so that kind of worries me. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna come of that. I'm hoping it doesn't get to him, but realistically, I mean, it's really just like a matter of time before it gets there, I guess. Okay, so today was more work again. I finally finished the big thing I needed to do for my art history class, so that's a lot of stress off of me, but I don't know, today was like okay. Me, my mom, and my sister did kind of have a talk with my dad, though, because he is still working, and they did find 2 cases of coronavirus in it was Burns Harbor and Indiana Harbor. I think I mentioned that yesterday. But so he kind of talked to us about how at this point it's really not a matter of if he's gonna get it, it's when. And like that's not something that any of us want to have to think about. But like that's the reality of it. And so like he's been feeling kind of sick, so we don't know what's going on with that. We're not sure if it's the virus or not. It might just be him thinking about it and like relating things to what he's feeling right now, but we're not really sure. We're just kind of waiting to see what's going on. But like we don't know what's gonna happen if he gets it, and that's the one thing that I've been worrying about through this whole thing. And so we really just don't know what's gonna happen at this point, but like he's gonna get it. Like he's working and it's spreading more all the time, and there's really no avoiding it. So we just kind of have to wait and see what happens. And like he's had issues in the past where there have been times where we weren't sure if he was going to pull out of it. He's been in and out of the hospital for as long as I can remember. But and like he got in an accident at work last year, and that was the closest he'd been that I'd been able to realize to not being here anymore. But now this is happening, and I don't know. So today I finished the big thing I had to finish. So that's a lot of stress that I don't have to deal with anymore. I don't know, today I kind of got to relax a little bit for the first time in a little bit, so that was nice. Right now I'm watching a show with my mom that I introduced her and my sister to that they're now obsessed with. But yeah, I came in to record this real quick before I go back out and watch it with her. But today was pretty good overall. I wasn't super stressed out about anything. I mean, there's still stuff going on, and like the news is constantly like in your face, but we're handling it the best we can right now. But yeah, so hopefully I get more days like this. So I'm just gonna record now because I know there's probably not gonna be that many additions to today's video diary. But today was fine. I didn't have too much work to do or anything. I had my academic advising meeting, which was interesting having to do that over Zoom, but it worked out. Other than that, I didn't really do much. I got some laundry done. Me and my dad went for a drive, which was nice. Then we came back, and I've kind of just been in my room watching shows on my laptop. So that's about it. Yeah, not a very eventful day. I know my older sister has been texting my twin sister because my older sister lives down in Indy. And obviously my twin sister's up here with me and my parents, but my older sister is texting my twin sister about how we need to be more careful about what we're doing because of our parents, because they're both compromised. At this point, we found out that my mom has something going on that's unrelated to the virus, but she had to have something checked out and it might put her at risk. But so we've been doing everything we can already. So me and we understand that she's worried, but me and my twin sister are just kind of annoyed that she thinks that we don't care as much as we do, because we do. So I don't know. Okay, so today I didn't have too much to do again. I just worked on an art project for one of my classes for most of the day, which I finished. I'll have videos of that in here. But yeah, I spent some time with my dad before he had to go back to work. And I don't know, my mom was working outside all day, so I didn't really talk to her too much. Yeah, I don't know, it wasn't a very eventful day. It was a little stressful in the beginning because I had an issue with scheduling my classes online, but I took care of that. But yeah, I don't know, it's just always random stuff popping up. But I take care of it, so yeah. Okay, today was pretty good. Not very eventful. I kind of just relaxed today. Sat out with my mom in our living room for a while, and then tonight I got to do like a Zoom meeting with some of my friends from this like retreat that I went on in high school, and that was nice. So some of our like teachers were in there too, like the administrators for the retreat. And then I was part of staff, the like student staff on the retreat, so me and the other staff members were on there. So it was nice to talk to them, and we all kind of talked about how life is going right now. And like one person in there talked about how their family owned a small business, they sell fireworks. And so like obviously we're not getting anything from China right now really. And so that's really hurting them. And so right now he's the only person in his house that's working. So that's really stressful for him. And I don't know, everybody is like having kind of a hard time adjusting to online school and stuff because a lot of professors have made it a lot harder compared to what it would have been in person. As far as the workload and stuff, it just feels like a lot more. So, like, a lot of people are struggling with that, it seems like. But it was nice to talk to them and hear some of the good things that are happening, too. Yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of tough for college students to be away from their campuses right now. That was brought up a lot in our conversation, but we're all doing our best to adjust. So that's about all we can do right now.
Hello, my name is Matthew Graber, age 20. It is Sunday, April 5th, 2020, and Indiana has a stay-at-home order. I have been listening to it. I have been in isolation for about 3.5 weeks now. My family's doing the same. My sister had to come home. Many of my friends are doing the same. Purdue's campus is open, but they highly encourage all of us to stay home. I will have to go back at some point because all my stuff is there. I did not check out of my room. It's been really hard for me. I'm not going to lie. I'm a huge extrovert. I have to be social, and not being able to get out much, not being able to see people, it's been really hard, but we're doing the right thing. We have to stay vigilant, and we are going to get through this. It seems really tough right now. We don't know when the end of the road is, but we are going to get through this, and when we do, I think we're going to be all the better for it, and hopefully we're not going to take as many things for granted. That's certainly my hope.
So it's only like 10:06 in the morning right now, but I just thought of this and I knew I wouldn't think of it later. But like, so here in Indiana, it's okay right now for people to go out to like pick up food and like go to like food related small businesses. Like I just saw a post for a coffee shop that's still open and doing like carry out stuff, which is what made me think of this. But like, legally it is okay, but like, it doesn't feel okay. And I don't know how to decide whether or not like I feel fine going out and like, even though it's important to support small businesses right now, like I don't know if I feel okay going out still, even like, and I don't know if I feel okay about other people going out still. Not that I can control that, but like, I don't know. It's just weird to me. But yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking today a lot, like if you couldn't tell from my video this morning, but I don't know. Like I've been doing some work today and I just can't wrap my head around some things that are happening, and I've mentioned to some people that I'm like desensitizing to this, like not in a way where I'm not being careful, because obviously I care about what's happening and understand that precautions need to be taken. I mean, like I just can't deal with the stress of it, and like things keep getting added on, and like everything right now is about the virus. Like even my homework, like in my art history class we have to do chapter reflections and stuff, and my professor wants to relate everything to how does this relate to coronavirus, but I don't want to think about how anything relates to the coronavirus because right now it's everything. And like, I don't need to think about it more than I already am because it's literally everybody's lives right now. Like you can't not think about it. So I just would really rather not be forced into doing a school assignment based on how a painting from the 19th century relates to coronavirus, because I honestly don't care. I just don't see the point in reminding people of what's going on any more than they already are, because I know I don't need to think about this anymore. I have enough to think about when it comes to this. Like, yesterday, I think it was, they started limiting how many people were going into the grocery stores, which I understand. So, like, I don't know. Like, I'm scared to go out and get food if we run low on stuff. I haven't gone to the store. I don't even know it since probably the beginning of when I started doing these video diaries, but I don't know. I honestly just don't know what to say. Like, looking through stuff to put into this documentary, I just can't believe how stupid people are being, and, like, I don't know, like, this is an issue and people aren't realizing it, and because it's such a big issue, I don't want to have to focus on it when I'm trying to do my schoolwork, like, more than I already am. But when I have to do assignments that relate to, oh, how is this related to this, I can't, like, I can't avoid that. Like, this is different because I'm documenting something. But, like, I don't know. Just people, I feel like people aren't handling this the right way, whether it be, like, continuing to go out when they don't need to go out, or trying to make people focus on it in a different way. I guess that's what my professor's trying to do, but it's not working. I don't know, it's just frustrating. Everything about the situation's frustrating. I realized today that I've been home for almost a month now. I think it'll be a month on Wednesday, something like that. And I don't know, it's just difficult. Like, I like being around my family most of the time, but like it's nice having them around, but like with some things it was just easier to handle on my own. I don't know, it's just messing everything up. So today was pretty good. I didn't have that much to do for school. Tomorrow's gonna be a bigger work day for me. But I got to talk to some more friends today, which was nice. Me and my sister sat in my room and did a Zoom chat with some of my friends who want to do a Dungeons & Dragons campaign over Zoom. So that should be fun. So we planned out some of that over the call and just kind of caught up a little bit. It was kind of nice to not talk about the virus for once. That didn't really come up. But yeah, I don't know. It was nice getting to see them. It made me feel a lot better than I have been this week. And then I'm hoping the Dungeons & Dragons thing kind of gives me something fun to do besides what I have been doing, which really isn't that fun. Usually I've just been like watching a show, or I'll play Animal Crossing, which is like the most fun thing I do, I guess. But this way I'm actually socializing with people, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, I don't know, nothing has really changed that I have heard, really. But yeah, we'll see how everything goes. Okay, so today will probably be one of my last days of recording. Right now, they're thinking that some states are gonna hit their peak within the next, I think, like 10 days, 11 days or so. I'm hoping that doesn't, and that, like, after that, things might, like, start to decrease for those states, but I'm hoping that doesn't make people think, oh, I'm gonna go out now, because that'll just bring everything back up again. But yeah, so that's where this is at. As far as my day today, It wasn't very eventful. I went on Zoom with my friends again to talk about the game we're gonna play. I did a lot of homework today. I worked on another long assignment for art history, which I'm still annoyed with because he keeps referencing coronavirus, but I'm just gonna have to deal with that. That's really my only source of stress right now as far as school goes. So that's kind of upsetting, but we're dealing with it, I guess. My sister went grocery shopping today, so we won't have to go for a while. Yeah. It's kind of weird having been in the house for this long. Like, I've gone on a car ride or two, but I haven't, like, talked to anybody outside my house for a long time. Besides over, like, video chat, which is nice, but it's not the same, you know? But, yeah, so I don't know. I'm hoping this will help me after this is over, because I've always had a hard time with being away from people for extended periods of time. But after having done this, I'm hoping that the fact that I'm not being forced to be isolated will help me kind of deal with it when I know I have the ability to go out. So I don't know. But everybody in my family is still healthy, aside from their normal health concerns like my dad's, but as far as like the virus goes, we're in the clear, we think. But yeah, so we'll still be keeping an eye on that. But yeah, I don't know. I just hope everything continues to be normal. I would really love for there not to be any more surprises. Some good things have happened in the past few days. Like, I got some stuff off the internet for the Dungeons and Dragons game. I got some dice, and then I was able to order a computer with my refund from our room and board from Butler. So that'll be good to have, because I have like a HP laptop and that doesn't really work for my art stuff, so I got a MacBook, which will be really nice because I'll be able to use the programs that I'm used to from learning that stuff at school. So I'm excited for that. I'm hoping nothing ruins that excitement, but we shall see. Okay, so I don't know, today was just kind of a normal day, I guess. I don't know, I've been feeling like different, and I'm not sure if it's in a bad way or not. I mentioned that I was kind of desensitizing a little bit, but I don't really know what's going on. Yeah, but other than that, today was fine, I guess. I just worked on the art history thing I had to do, which I finished, luckily. I did some work for other classes. I don't know. Right now I'm getting set up to like draw something. I'll probably be doing that for a while, and it's 11:20 right now, so I don't know when I'm gonna go to sleep, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to find something to think about that is not the virus. And also not go insane, because I tend to have a problem with not being able to talk to people or like see people, but I haven't like hit that point yet that I'm worried about, so I'm hoping that doesn't really come up, but we'll see. Right now I think I'm okay. I'm just kind of, I really don't know. Fine, I guess I'm fine. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. So today was, it was fine. Nothing bad. I didn't have a lot of work to do for my classes, so I kind of got to relax for most of the day. I got a new computer, and that got to my house today, so that's good because my old one was probably not going to last much longer if I had to use it for everything, so that'll probably just end up being one that I keep at home and use for, like, lazy stuff, and then I'll use my new one for work and my art and stuff, so that'll be nice to have. It gave me something to do today. I kind of got to break it in a little bit. Besides that, me and my dad went out to pick up food for my family. I think I've mentioned it before. We went to this Mexican place that we liked to go to a lot when I was home, so that was nice. And the guy that we know from there that recognizes us when we come in was there, so it was nice to see him. But yeah, today was just a normal day, I guess. Nothing special. There's really no updates for the current situation. It's kind of just going at the same pace as it usually is, like slight increases every day. Nothing too crazy is happening around where I'm at, but still being cautious. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's supposed to be cold tomorrow, but the next day that it's warm, I'm probably gonna go take a walk outside so I'm not, like, stuck inside for an extended period of time. But yeah, mentally, I guess I'm doing good, as good as I can be. It's definitely not as bad as I expected it to be at this point. But we'll see how that changes.
Simpson! Chichek! Come on, Chichek!
Okay, so right now it is not Friday, so I'm recording the video diary for Friday at, well, it's 2:48 in the morning right now. I have been up doing things, so I'm recording this now. But so today was more relaxed. I did an assignment for my first year seminar, and then I didn't really have to do much else today for any other classes. Later in the day, I played a game of Dungeons and Dragons with my friends. Dorky, I know, but it's fun, trust me. Yeah, that took us until like midnight, a little after midnight, and then me and my sister stayed in my room and talked for a while, and she did tarot card readings on me, and I attempted to do tarot card readings on her, which kind of worked, but I don't know, it was fun. We don't usually just kind of hang out together, so it was nice. But yeah, again, things are kind of the same. I mean, like, the number of people infected increases all the time, but that's kind of to be expected. It still hasn't hit us yet. But yeah, they're talking about layoffs at my dad's work, so I don't know, part of me hopes he doesn't get laid off, but another part of me also hopes he does, just because that means he's not going to be exposed, but also I know that means that we would be in trouble with, like, bills and everything. So I don't really know what to think about that. But yeah, he probably won't get laid off just because of how long he's been there. But I guess we'll see. This will be my last video diary. But I really hope that through this, whoever decides to watch it kind of gets something out of it and is able to see, like, I just think it's a good opportunity to see into the lives of other people, because we're all so isolated right now and we don't really see what other people are going through right now. And even like a little glimpse into that is important now, and it could be even more important later on when we have to explain this to like our kids or our grandkids, because we don't really have anything like that for a lot of other situations like war and disease that we've been in. We don't have video documentation of that. So this will be a way for us to look back on it, and for other people who aren't even born yet to look back on this. And I'm hoping it gives people some insight in it. And I don't know, it just makes people think about how they might affect others and like what they should be grateful for. Because if I've realized anything in this during the time that I've been isolated, it's that you really don't, it's cheesy, but like you really don't realize what you have until it's gone. So like, I hope people use this as an opportunity to kind of like realize that and make sure they're prioritizing the things that they need to prioritize and appreciating the things that could get taken away from them, regardless if they think it will or not.
In front